Michael,
Yes.
you're on camera.
Oh, great.
What you got going on here, Mike?
Well, we just took the rear end off. We're building a
Let's see.
1946.
No, because remember, 1935.
1935.
Mm-hmm. 34, 35.
Yeah. 34, 35 F1.
Okay.
Yep. Taking the axles out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're going to, well, we're not. I am going to be buying a chassis just for the front and rear.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we're going to transplant that onto this frame.
Right. So, yeah, 35. So the chassis here is a 52 chassis, which came off of my 52 F1. We're both building F1s, if you guys haven't figured that out. We had a chassis, which we still need to go and talk to him about that.
Yes.
Because we got to get the VIN number off the chassis. But anyway, we pulled the 52 off my truck bed and cab and et cetera off of my frame. I gave the frame to Mike, and now he's stripping the frame down. Like he said, we just took the rear axle off, and we're going to be transplanting a new rear end and a new front section onto the 52 frame. Now, the reason why is because this is full disc brakes, and Mike wants drum brakes, and he wants disc brakes. And so we have a new running gear and everything like that, so we're just going to put it on here. The engine is right over there in the corner. What kind of engine you got over there, Mike?
That is a 5.7 liter V8.
Yeah. So that came out of a late 80s, early 90s van, good running motor. We've already stripped that down. We should have probably did a video on it, but we just kind of got rid of all of the stuff that we knew we weren't going to need, like, air conditioning, AC, condenser, all that kind of crap. Got some of the EGR stuff off of it. We still got to do a lot more work to it in just terms of block off plates and things of that nature.
Yeah, I mean, really all we did to it, took the stuff off that we didn't need, and we put test fitted headers that I bought, which are actually on there.
Yep, got a set of full shorty headers on it.
They're not set. We got to buy gaskets for it.
Yeah. So everything's just kind of sitting off in the corner right now. I got to get a wire harness. You guys know, if you've done a swap, you already know what we got to go through. But I finally talked Mike into, building a truck out, because I've got the 58. And if you don't know who this is behind the camera, it's Midwest Tour Review. And I'm not going to show my face, but you know who I is. And
why not, you scared?
I know, right? So the idea is that I got him to build a truck as well. I said, hey, if we can get a good deal on this truck cab for you, hang on. Oh, drop your phone. Drop your phone. Anyway,
See, if I ever have you over here,
let me flip that around.
review.
I know, right? But anyway, I says, hey, if we can get a frame for yours and a cab and all that kind of stuff, let's do it. So we got it. We got two cabs actually sitting outside of Michael's shop, which is what we're in right now.
Not nearly as big as yours.
No, it's not. Mike's got to do a tool review too. So this is like his first video ever, and this is how Michael lives. So.
We're on YouTube. I can't cuss you out.
I know. So we got to get all his stuff straightened out. But he's got a great selection of tools. He's got all the stuff that I've got: Snap-on, Mac, SK, all that kind of stuff. And his shop's a mess right now, but it is to be expected when you're building a truck like this. I mean, I know people, they always talk about, organization and all that kind of stuff, but the reality of it is when you're actively building something and you're trying to get stuff torn apart, tools are going to be everywhere, and it's going to be the case. So until we can get it to a point. But tonight, like I said, we got the rear end section off. I don't think we're going to pull the front end yet. We're kind of deciding. We got to get the other chassis so we can get the front clip and the rear, and then we can kind of get things measured up and where they're going to sit. This is going to be a project that I'm pressing him to get it done within a year. He's thinking more like 2 years. It's just the way that it is, but I think he's underestimating how much work can be done The biggest thing, obviously, is finances, because it's not cheap to build a truck, especially when you're starting from the very, very bottom of it.
But I mean, really, I have the motor.
Yep.
That was one of the big ones.
Right.
Then the next biggest purchase is a transmission.
Right. So, and we have, you know, being car and truck guys and stuff like that, we have a lot of connections. So Mike can put any engine in this truck he wants. He can put a 5.3, he can put an LT1, he can put a Vortec, he can put a 6-liter. It all kind of depends on what he wants, but we've got the 5.7, so that's what we're going to go with. Yes, it is a Ford. Yes, it is going to have a GM engine. I know that's sacrilegious to some people, but you know, when you're building a hot rod, there are no rules. You build what you want. And when you're building something and you're not trying to spend thousands of dollars to do it, then you build with what you have. And it can be done very, very economically.
This is also my very first build ever.
It is, right?
So I'm going to do with, basically it's, Midwest Tour Review is trying to talk me into building a rat rod, which, I mean, basically I am doing.
Yep.
But I have different visions and my build than what he is suggesting.
Yeah, now I'll show you guys real quick what I had, if I can find on my phone, what I'm trying to talk him into. I think it's on this phone. It may not be. Let's see here. Nope, it's not on this phone. It's on my other phone. But anyway, it's, you know, if you look up a 35, 34 F1 hot rod, rat rod truck, you'll get an idea. But so we're going to be continually working on this project. Hopefully you guys like what we're going to do. If you've ever had a vision to build a truck from the beginning and you only had bones to work with, this is going to be a great channel for you guys to subscribe to and follow and watch as we do this together. Mike's my brother, so I'm going to help him get through this entire build. And I'm basically building my 72 C10. I'm going to be building my F1. I'm going to be helping him with his 35, 34. So I'm essentially building 3 trucks at one time. But I think we can get it done, and I think it's going to be really cool. And if you guys check back every week, there's going to be a video dropping maybe twice a week. Depends on his work schedule, my work schedule, and how often we can get out here. Granted, we are in the Midwest, so it's cold. So we do have, yeah, and right now it's raining. We do have provisions to make sure his shop is heated. So that should not be an issue. We should be able to deliver content on a weekly basis for you guys. But
should we show them the cabs? I mean, it is dark, but
it's dark.
I do have a flashlight.
We'll say that for the next video.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, I think you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow them, leave them content. If you guys have any ideas in terms of front section, rear section, you know, you can share your comments on there. We will respond to them. But this is more or less an introduction. We'll finally talk them into it. So MSD Garage is what it is. That is his name, Michael Duke. So this is going to be his YouTube channel, and I'm going to help him along as we work through this all. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get his subscriber count up. Granted, he's not making any money off of YouTube until we get him up to like 4K. I think that's the number. But we can do it, and I think this is going to be a really cool project. This is a project for a beginner, a novice, somebody who's just starting out doing it. This is not a video that's going to be for people who are advanced in terms of skill set and how to do this. This is going to be for the guy who saw an old truck in the backyard, wants to build it, wants to do something cool, and watches as we go along getting this project put together. So, all right, Mike, any parting words? Because we're at almost 10 minutes.
No, I know I didn't do a lot of talking. I'm in here thinking.
Yeah.
So yeah, subscribe. I won't put out nearly as many videos as Midwest Tour Review. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll try, but like he said, it all depends on my work schedule.
Right. So, yeah, we're into bikes, trucks, motorcycles all over. So you kind of see it. So, all right, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Mike, you got to do the peace sign. You got to
Peace.
All right, bye.